Greetings and grace. Testing one, two, three. My name is Imani. How are you guys doing today? Oh, it's kind of chilly, but let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you about me. I am warm because I am grateful. I am thankful. It was definitely a different day, but we are staying focused. You feel me? I want to encourage you for those of us who had a difficult day at first. We stay focused. We rock it out together, right? Not only that, warm tea is so amazing. You feel good, you feel warm, you feel bubbly inside, and you toss in a jacket, you good to go, baby. Like, come on, stop playing around with it. All right. I pray you are well. I pray you're excited. We are going to talk about it today. As you already know, we are going in depth with each of these times and seasons. So comment below to let me know what's been your favorite day so far, because we got a few more left and then we're going to continue on. But I would love to know what your favorite day has been so far. And if you've had a biggest takeaway, hit me with the hashtag replay, all of those things, because today we're talking about searching versus letting go. And we're talking about, like, letting stuff go that you don't need to hold on to, right? And specifically, we're talking about searching out God and letting go of negativity, right? Let that stuff go. Why hold on to it? Just let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Don't hold on to it anymore. You got to hit the Kirk Franklin. Don't you know that I've been looking for you? I realize nothing else will satisfy me. I'm so grateful. They go, grateful for you. Now that I'm changed, no one can keep me away from you. He goes, Kirk Franklin goes, here we go now. Here we go now. Don't stop now. Let's go now. In the front now. Let's go now. In the back now. Ladies. There they go. Uh-oh. That's for the struggle. That's for the pain. Come on, that's a classic song right there. Kirk Franklin. All right, so what y'all know about God's property? Let's get on into it. All right, GP, are you with me? Okay, all right. Woo, let's get on into it. So Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1, and we are going to go on into it. Okay, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to search and a time to give up, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. What do workers gain from their toil? I have seen the burden God has laid on the human race. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. I know that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live, that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all their toil. This is the gift of God. I know that everything God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it and nothing taken away from it. God does it so that people will fear him. And fear as in respect, revere, and understand that everything we do has some sort of harvest, you guys. Whatever it is has already been, and what will be has been before. And God will call the past to account. And I saw something else under the sun. In the place of judgment, wickedness was there. In the place of justice, wickedness was there. I said to myself, God will bring into judgment both the righteous and the wicked, for there will be a time for every activity and a time to judge every deed. Down to verse 22. So I saw that there is nothing better for a person than to enjoy their work, because that is their lot. For who can bring them to see what will happen after them? Oh, yes. We're going to get into it. You already know. Look, we're talking about searching today. Excuse me. We're talking about searching out God and letting go of negativity. Oh, yes. That's what's going to go down. So, we are going to go to a new tab and we are going to look up the word search. As you already know, you know how we get down, baby. You know how we get down. Search, to move around in, go through, or look through in an effort to find something, to make, oh, I love this one. Early on, y'all, to make a careful examination or investigation of, probe, To seek data. Data. Is it data or is it data? Matching a word, phrase, or pattern of characters in. That's good. To examine a person or property for the purpose of discovering an evidence of a crime. So that's in the law. To search a place or space in order to find something, to make careful examination. I love that one. To make a careful examination or investigation, to use a search engine or the software to find any data matching a particular pattern. An act of searching. You guys, this is beautiful. I love, hold on, skirt. Phrasal verb. Phrasal verb. That's dope. To seek, to find. To seek to find or come to know by examination. Shout out the answer in the history book. It makes me think of the Bible, y'all. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about giving up. Hold on 1 second. Okay, yeah. All right. So I love to seek to come to know by examination. I love that. Let's see. Give up. I don't know. It gives us phrases, you guys. Give and show me up. Show me up. Okay. Skirt. Give up. Okay. Look at that. As an adverb, to abandon, hope for, to renounce an activity, belief, etc., to relinquish or resign from, to surrender, to reveal or disclose, to admit one's defeat or inability to do something, to devote completely. Okay, that's a different type. Lose or lose the right to some error, offense, or crime. Okay, forfeit, throw overboard, waive, forego, forsake, leave behind. You know, if there's anything to abandon, it's negativity, it's evil. Just let it go. Put an end to a state or an activity. Give up with the intent of never claiming again. Look at that. Abandon your life to God. Love that. Look at that. Look at that. Abandon. The good type of abandonment. All right. So I pulled up some wonderful articles, a couple of wonderful articles, and we're going to read them. And we're going to talk about different things that you can actually do to avoid negativity. And the reason why is because negativity is like a virus, it's a demon, it's a roach, it's a parasite, it's a leech. Why hold on to it? Not only that, why connect with people who literally exhibit those characteristics? Like they're just negative all the time. We hear it all the time. Negative Nancy's. Man, I feel bad for some people who are named Nancy. Like, was Nancy, was there a Nancy and she was negative to the point where they called her Negative Nancy? Was there a Louise when they hit her with a G's Louise? I feel bad for those girls because they probably got the brunt of that when that happened. I mean, that was born, a phrase was born probably because Louise was a little clumsy and probably because a Nancy was a little bit negative. So I hope they're healed from this, from that, things like that. But the whole point I'm trying to say, you guys, why be negative? Just why? Like the amount of energy that it takes to be negative and then like people put hours and stuff. Like, there are people who we call trolls, right? Especially on Twitter or on social media as a whole. People who troll people. And there are trolls who troll for a living, meaning those are the people that literally go out of their way to try to spew negativity, hatred, extreme disdain for someone that someone does, someone said, or who they are. You know what I'm saying? And really, a lot of the times it's unnecessary because that person, for the most part, is mainly projecting. They were trolled their whole life. They gave up on themselves opposed to giving up the negativity around them. And they just rather be judgmental and ill. That's not cute. It's not cute. You know, there are a lot of religious people who are judgmental. They condemn. Like, did Emmanuel, Jesus Christ, was he out here condemning? You know what I'm saying? Because he was loving everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, seriously, think about it. Jesus never killed anybody. Yet so many people, they are quick to do that. They're quick to do it. And you got to think about having a level of empathy, a level of kindness and care and patience. And those are attributes of love, man. Love is so beautiful. And when you really think about stuff like that, and you think about, people who are the opposite of that, I mean, honestly, that is somebody that not just needs a hug, they need some serious healing, because there are people out here who do get off on being negative. And some people, they don't mean to, but they've just turned off the hope side of their lives. And that's unfortunate as well. And so that's why we must be intentional about being loving, about being kind, about sharing God's love. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about avoiding negativity. We're going to get that out the way. All right. So this is at Mindsetopia. Oh, Mindsetopia. Oh, I like that. Mindsetopia. That's cute. Oh, and they got the brain. That's cute. Mindsetopia.com. How to avoid negativity in 15 effective ways. All right. So skirt. Hey, what y'all know about Signs of Blackness? Be optimistic. You can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky. Be optimistic. Yeah, that's a classic right there. Okay. Skirt, skirt, skirt. We're gonna scroll down. There's nothing good. There's nothing bad or good in itself. It is our thinking that forms it. Hamlet. I like that. Oh, I like this. Right on. Yeah, I agree. Right? She says, I assure you that to say bye bye to your negative thoughts with a little effort and preparation. Here, we give you 15 techniques to get you out of those mental prisons. I like that, y'all. Let's get into it. 1, stay away from negative people. I just told you about that. They roaches. Yes, there are certain people that you must avoid, no matter how much this avoiding will cost you. It will be daunting to make this decision. But if you do, you will be free. You will feel free of the negative spiral in which you have found yourself. If you believe you're in a dysfunctional relationship with a parent, family member, or wife, or husband, like I recommend ending it immediately if you don't want to bring more negativity to your life and go insane. So maybe a guy wrote this. I apologize if I said she. Okay, so but that's valid, you guys. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to read all of the paragraphs for each one, but I'm going to share some stuff. All right. Number 2, don't satisfy others to feel good. We have seen how so many people are miserable because they try to overexert themselves to please other people. And on the inside of that, I will share this. I believe that it's because deep down they've never felt good enough. So I want to encourage you to remind you that you are, in fact, good enough. And the people that don't make you feel like that, you know what I'm saying? Mind, by the way, don't allow people to make you feel some sort of way, pick and choose and be stronger with your will and your emotions. But if someone's constantly like berating you, saying that you're not enough and devaluing you and invalidating what it is you feel and your vulnerability and your transparency, forget them. Let them go. Number 3, don't be angry when you make mistakes. I love that. And I like, they got a post-it note. Not again. Yeah, that failures. That's part of it. KFC, the Colonel. I mean, how many times did he fail? That's a lot of times that he failed before he actually achieved success. And when you think about that, not only that, even Steve Jobs, remember, he got voted out, he got kicked out of Apple, and he came back years later. Not only that, even him and Bill Gates, they ended up working together and they were rivals. So I want you to understand that you're going to fail. It's okay. Shake it off. You're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Shake it off. Keep it moving. Make that pivot and keep it moving. All right. Imagine how you would like to be or act in your mind. I like that one. This is bringing me back to death and life being the power of the tongue. When you actually start to speak life into who you are, and you start to add in the things that would help assist that, right? So whether that's music, whether that's, some water, whether that's some tea, yeah, some good tea. Whatever it is that you're looking for, that you really desire in that moment, right? Intentionally bring that to the table. Be happy. We can choose to flip things around and be happy. Now, I'm not saying suppress your emotions, and I'm not saying don't honor your emotions. Have the feeling, give yourself a limit, depending on what it is, and then let it go, keep it moving. Don't waste time regretting yourself and act. That's real. I'm 31 years old, and I can be honest, I have definitely. By the way, that was the chair. I just want to say that. That was, because okay. Anyway, so don't don't waste time regretting yourself and act. I'm 31 and I've had some regrets, you know what I'm saying? But then I realized, why allow those regrets repeat? Why allow those to take up time when now that I have the information that I have, I can turn things around and not just do better, but like thrive better. A lot of the times we're figuring it out as we go. We don't always have a manual, but now we're in 2023. There's nothing but manuals. And if you can't find it, ask. If you don't know who to ask, search. Matter of fact, do both of those and then find out if you find the answers that you're looking for. Look for people who are smarter than you. Forget regrets. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Cuz right, if it's like an opportunity, letting it go, it allows you to focus on there's more opportunities. This isn't Eminem. You only get one shot in a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because to be honest with you, if you consistently put the efforts in and you're putting your eggs in multiple baskets when it comes to your goals, guess what? You're gonna win. You just got to figure out which egg is the right egg for you. And not only that, Lose Yourself is a great song. It's a great song. But I want to encourage you guys to not hold on to those regrets. I was listening to who was it? It was Martin Lawrence, a Martin Lawrence interview, and it was a really good interview. I really liked it. And he said he when he was younger and he was choosing comedy, his mom wasn't really feeling it, and he was like, "Mom, I need to do comedy, or I'm not going to be here." Something along those lines. But he was like, it's either comedy or death, and and I'm not laughing at the situation, but it was like, it was comedy or death. And, after that, she accepted him for that. And one thing he said was he didn't give himself a choice. He didn't give himself room to fail. He was like, no, I'm going all in. And look at where he is now, and he's just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like Bad Boys 2, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. I know there's a lot of swears in it, but it's still one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm talking top 10 favorite movies. I know that joint, man. But I'm just saying, he didn't give himself a choice to fail. He knew that, and I'm certain he made a ton of mistakes, but he's like, you know what? We're gonna keep going. And I want to encourage you guys to start looking at things like that. No more regrets. Just make that decision and rock it out. Let it go. Learn from it. Do better next time. And do better each and every time after that. All right. So, number 6, you make your own decision. This is true because there are good and bad in every consequence. So, you need to choose what you're going to do, and you need to count the cost. We talked about that. So, appreciate all the positive things that happen to you. That's gratitude, baby. That's gratitude. Because, right, wherever you are right now, I'm not saying your situation doesn't matter. I'm not saying your struggle isn't valid. I'm not saying that, don't you're entitled. I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying take a look around at your situation and remember or recall that moment where you wish you were where you are right now back then, especially if you've gone through the struggle, especially if you've been in survival mode or whatever, you've gone through traumatic experiences, all those things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that from experience, there's nothing more beautiful than peace. And not only that, it really does come from the simple things. And the simple things are the things that are more sustainable. And when you start to think about that, it's like, okay, you work on that. Yes, go for it, go hard. But make sure that you still have your peace of mind. Make sure you still have amazing things to be thankful for. I mean, look around. This world is beautiful. And I'm looking at a room right now, but I just think about where I could be. I think about where I've been, and I am looking forward to where God is taking me. But I just want to encourage you guys to be grateful because there are people who are worse off. And, I would love to encourage everybody too to go, go give to some people. You know why? Because there are people out here that need you, that wish they had what you had, even if it's the bare minimum. Make a sacrifice and give to somebody else that's in need. And, donate to a nonprofit that actually cares about people, that's actually doing amazing things, because those are the nonprofits that will last a longer time. And find those nonprofits, that's where it's at, man. Appreciate all the positive things that happen to you. You got to think about it like that. So instead of living in regret, you're expressing gratitude. Each and every single day is a gift. How are you spending it? How are you spending it? Number 8, we talked about it. Do not judge, do not criticize, do not condemn, to eradicate negativity. When you criticize, judge, and condemn others, you are actually carrying a weapon that sooner or later will turn against you. You reap what you sow. Not only that, I mean, do not judge, do not criticize, do not condemn, like to eradicate negativity. None of this stuff in here is love. Yes, you can exercise helpful criticism in the sense of critiquing, right? To help somebody. Is criticize even the right word? Let's see. Criticize. Size. Can I spell? Okay, let's take a look at it. To criticize, to find fault with, to judge the merits and faults of. Okay, analyze and evaluate. I like that. Analyzation, evaluate your loved ones, right? Especially like if you're a mentor, you have mentees, or if you are learning from a mentor, yeah, they're going to analyze and evaluate you and give you what they call constructive criticism. So you just got to be careful, because apparently, censure, condemn, denounce, criticize, you don't want the unhealthy version of that. Number 9, drive away negative ideas. Ooh, great way. Father God, I thank you for healthy ideas. I thank you for healthier thoughts. Rebuke the negative thoughts, right? Especially if it didn't come from you. If it ain't pure or whatever, where'd it come from? You know what I'm saying? Search out the root cause of those things. We are what we eat, right? Negative ideas. This right here, this is mindset. This is mindset. Number 10, eliminate the habit of ruminating on useless ideas. Okay, so think about it like this. Ruminate. I know what ruminate means. So, okay. So cows, when they eat grass, they chew it up, they swallow it, and they get it back up. And then they chew it and they swallow it and they get it back up over and over and over again. If I recall correctly. Did they put it on here? Okay. Nope, they didn't. But yes, that's ruminating. Ruminating. I want to say it's Life Church. I was listening to Life Church when Pastor Craig talked about he talked about your thoughts. He talked about negativity. And it's a really beautiful sermon, but you want to ruminate on the healthy stuff. You want to ruminate on the pros. You want to ruminate on the positivity. Remember, we have 30,000 to 60,000 thoughts per day. So what are you thinking about? What are you eating? Number 11, avoid toxic intellectual information. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad they put this here. There's so many holier than thou, matter of fact, actually entitled know it all people. You don't want to have a conversation with them. I don't want to have a conversation with them. So why is it that people are having conversations with them? I mean, to be honest with you, bye. Yeah, no, because you know what? It's just like there's no love in it. The Bible says, if you speak with the tongues of angels, hold on, because it's really only 13 verses. One of the greatest. Can I find the book? One of the greatest. Here we go. Chapters in the entire world. Love is indispensable, and yet I will show you the most excellent way. If I speak in the tongues of men, hold on, let me pull this up for you guys real quick. Nah, because yeah, that'll be even better. First Corinthians. Corinthians 13. You guys, this is one of the greatest chapters in the entire Bible. If you really live this way, I mean, there's no greater way. If you live like this will literally take care of everything. I'm serious. All right. So I pulled up the ESV, but I'm reading NIV. And yet I will show you the most excellent way. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I might boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part and we prophesy in part. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Y'all. Like chapter 14, it goes right into follow the way of love and eagerly desire the gifts of the Spirit, especially prophecy. Like, you guys, love. Love. So people who are toxic in their communication and the information that they share, I mean, if you're gonna get the information because you need it, I get it, but don't allow them to latch onto you or their toxic ideologies to latch onto you. Get the part that matters for where your goals matter, for where your goals are going, and then keep it moving. Because honestly, toxicity, roach behavior. Number 12, open your mind. Can't be stubborn, right? It's okay to be stubborn sometimes, but and it's okay to have your boundaries, right? But it's also okay to listen because there's things that you don't know. You don't know everything. I don't know everything. I'll tell people right out the gate, like, you know what? I don't know. Can you tell me? Can you teach me? But if I do know, you know what I'm saying? And that's a boundary for me, I'll let it go. But make no mistake about it. I do give people a chance, right? That's a good level of having an open mind, right? Giving people that opportunity, see what they got to say, see if it comes with any substance. And if not, you ask the right questions, right? Because if someone wastes 10 minutes every time, 8 minutes are your fault. In those first 2 minutes, that's how strategic you need to be in conversation when it's somebody new. What is it What kind of connection is there? Excuse me. What is it that you guys can bring to each other, right? What kind of connection is there? And that's what it is. All right, number 13. Plan moments of rest. I like that. Rest is beautiful. Rest makes you feel good, makes you less irritable. I enjoy naps. I did not get a nap today, but I enjoy naps. And if you're ever in a funky mood or whatever, hey, I want to encourage you to take a nap. You know how I put the kids to bed? Like, look, you need to take a nap. Go ahead, cry yourself to sleep. You're gonna wake up feeling much better so you can play more. The sooner you nap, the sooner you can get up and play. Right? Take naps. Don't stop taking naps just because you're an adult. Especially if you're a big kid at heart. I know I'm a big kid at heart. Shoot, I am unashamed of naps. Okay, naps are beauty sleep. Naps matter. Okay, all naps matter. That's what I'm trying to say. Number 14. Watch out for these two triggers. Okay. Fear and a sense of lack of control. I like that. They will make you feel helpless and make all of your responsibilities seem insurmountable. Find out what circumstances are causing you to feel this way and devise a strategy to deal with them. Remember, we talked about how God says, fear is not of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? God did not give us a spirit of fear, but but one of power, love, and a sound mind. To have a sound mind literally is to negate fear. You feel me? So think of it that way. Number 15, live in the present. Let's see what they say. Don't waste time remembering the past that can no longer change. Don't spend too many moments imagining an ideal future. You have to understand, you have to be realistic. Yes, you can dream, but be realistic, right? You have to understand that the skill to live at the present is an important gift that can lead you to happiness. That's so true. Man, let me tell you something. If you move too fast, you'll miss it. If you move too slow, you won't be able to enjoy it. Be in the moment, whatever that moment is, whatever that pace is. Be in it. Look around. Find the gratitude, find the peace, find the joy, find the love. And if you don't see it, add it. See if you have that opportunity to add those things in that place where you are, right? And if there's no room for that, then that's not the place for you to be, especially if your goal is to operate from a place of love. So, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. There was another one. This one's on mindfulambition.net. Mindfulambition.net. Hold on. Mindfulambition.net by Patrick Buggy. I thought this was cute. The apple. Smiling. Look at this me. Look at this roach. Grumble, 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 grumble. Then boom, boom, boom. Now the green apple's sad. Which, green apples are kind of sour and tart. Red apples are sweeter. So they should have switched this around. But as you can see, Mr. Green Apple allowed Mr. Red Apple to change his feelings. You don't want that. Let's see. Don't take it personally. When someone's going off on you, don't take it personally. Most of the time, it's a projection. Stay patient and create space. Yes, that's beautiful, right? If you are able to create that space and, like, say, you're gonna like a relationship or something like that, it's family or whatever, good strong friendship, then giving people that space so that you can go on ahead and have a conversation later on, that matters too. Let people meditate, okay? Be peaceful and smile. That's simple. Smiling makes you feel good. Smiling makes you feel good. Let's see. They talking about even dealing with your own negativity. Again, this is mindfulambition.net. Remember, you are not your emotions. Don't let your emotions dictate you. Accept that these emotions are temporary. Remember I said take that nap, okay? And then know that like I said right here, this too shall pass. Remember, there's weeping, then there's mourning. Joy comes in the morning. And this is a cute little kitty cat just flying, being thrown around. Choose to smile. You feel good. Proceed with openness and intention. Negativity is bound to enter your life time and time again. Sometimes other people will thrust negativity upon you. Other times you will find negativity welling within you. However, you encounter negativity, choose to navigate these situations mindfully. Accept the presence of negativity with non judgmental awareness, and you'll have the opportunity to act with intention. Instead of letting negativity control your experience, you get to choose your own path forward. So that's beautiful. And I'm going to look at one more thing. I'm going to show this to you guys. Wait. I don't want the whole thing. There we go. Wow, they really go right to the BSB. Okay, so this is beautiful. This is an excellent chapter as well. We're going to start at, we'll start at verse 4. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. This right here is very important, right? Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it to practice, and the God of peace will be with you. So when you think about searching, those are the things you want to search for, right? Because when you're searching for God, right? God is love. You got to see those things in it. What are the fruit of the Spirit? Love, joy, peace, gentleness, faithfulness, patience, self control, meekness. Search for that. Search for those characteristics. Search for the things and the people that give and bring that exude those characteristics, because I guarantee you, for the most part, you're going to find God on the inside of that thing, or on the inside of that person. And that, my friend, is exactly what you want. So thank you so much for tuning in. You are appreciated. You are loved. You are cared for. All of those beautiful things. And God bless, man. God bless. Keep God first. Seek out God. Seek his kingdom and his righteousness. Matthew 6, verse 33. Seek God, seek the kingdom of God first, and all these and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. That's Matthew 6:33. And then, Proverbs 3, verses 5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path, according to Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5-6. There's so many beautiful things out there. I just want to encourage you to check those things out, because those things will lead you to God. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in.